Well, in 2011, China's urban population exceeded the number of rural dwellers for the first time in history. And according to the National Bureau of Statistics, 75% of Chinese are expected to be living in cities within just 20 years. Now, for more on the numbers behind China's urbanization drive in the past decades, we're joined in the studio by Wu Haojun. Thank you for joining us, Haojun. Well, China's urbanization is certainly something that the Chinese people can readily feel and experience, but help us put that experience into tangible numbers to give us a sense of the changes that have taken place.
Well, Mama, you couldn't have put it better. Urbanization is certainly something that we have experienced up close, but not until we present the changes in hard numbers do we start to realize just how far the country's made it. Official figures show that 52.6% of the total population on the Chinese mainland are urban residents. But just where does China stand globally? Let's look at two of China's Asian neighbors for reference. As you can see here, China is way ahead of India's 31% urbanization rate, but also far behind South Korea's 83%. And that spells both challenges and opportunities. From 2010 to 2025, it's estimated that 300 million Chinese now living in rural areas will move into cities. 300 million, to give you a sense of the scale, that's about the whole population of Malaysia. And it certainly isn't just a game of who's the fastest either. A recent document by the National Development and Reform Commission proposed a series of reforms aimed at improving the equality of urbanization, including reforms on household registration and social security system. Back to you, Mama.
Well, Haojun, the speed of urbanization has certainly been remarkable, but we are also seeing regional gaps in the level of development. Tell us more about that.
Yes, you're right on point, Mama. The latest figures we've got show that the three provinces in China with the highest urbanization rate are Guangdong, Zhejiang, and Liaoning, all with more than 60% of their residents categorized as urban dwellers. Now, the three least urbanized places in China are Tibet, Guizhou, and Yunnan. We can certainly see a pattern here. The eastern coastal provinces are much more better developed and more urbanized than central and western China. And these aren't just numbers either. Translated to economics, to standards of living, we're talking about here, the annual per capita income gap between China's eastern and western regions came down to about 26,000 yuan in 2012. But, and this is a big but here, it's not all doom and gloom for China's central and western areas either. We're seeing faster growth in western China more than any areas now, thanks to government policies designed to narrow the gap. In the first quarter of 2012, the top three provinces with the highest GDP growth rates are Gansu, Yunnan, and Guizhou. As you can see, they're all western provinces here in China. Back to you, Mama.
Well, thank you so much, Haojun, for those detailed analysis. Appreciate it.